In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 money habits that are keeping you poor. Make sure to stay to the end so you see the most impactful one. Before recognizing these bad money habits, I was always in debt, never could save any money. Once I realized what I was doing, I replaced bad money habits with good money habits. And that's what helped me pay off $30,000 of credit card debt in just a couple of years. And finally, start investing money so I can work smarter, not harder. Your habits have ripple effects that compound over time. And they ultimately decide whether you become rich or poor. And that's why it's super important to recognize bad money habits and replace them before they become long-term habits. Before we get started, if you enjoy content like this, please like and subscribe. Bad money habit number 1. Trying to keep up with friends with expensive taste. Do you have friends that always want to go to expensive restaurants, go shopping with them, always go on trips and stay at the nicest hotels? If you have friends that have bigger budgets than you, then it's okay to say, I can't do that right now. I'm working towards some financial goals at the moment and I just need to save money. If they're your real friends, they'll understand. Everyone has different levels of taste and very different budgets. So trying to keep up with everyone around you could leave you broke and in debt. This doesn't just include your friends. It's everybody that you see on social media as well. The truth is, the average American has very little in savings and about 30 grand on average of credit card debt. A lot of what you see on social media is just a big illusion. I personally know someone who's always posting extravagant photos of trips they take. It really looks like he has this glamorous life, but in reality, he has over $50,000 in credit card debt and zero in savings or investments. So don't be fooled. A lot of what you see is not real. Chasing experiences just so you can post a cool photo on Instagram is a recipe for ending up broke. It comes down to this. Would you rather look rich or would you rather be rich? If you dream about being financially independent one day, you have to stop caring about what everyone thinks about you, because no one is going to make it happen for you except for you. Just learn to speak up for yourself. Don't be afraid to turn down those invitations or suggest cheaper activities, because chances are people will respect you for having your priorities straight, and it'll probably inspire them to reassess their own financial literacy. Bad money habit number 2 is putting off investing until you have more money. Putting things off, like saving and investing for the future, is a slippery slope. You might be thinking you'll start investing when you have more money, but more often than not, that becomes a never-ending cycle of procrastination and excuses. There's always going to be reasons why you can't invest. Not enough money, not enough knowledge, not enough time, other priorities, etc., etc. But the longer you put off investing, the harder and longer you'll have to work to get to the same financial freedom as someone who starts investing earlier. SPY, commonly known as SPY, is one of the most common vehicles to invest in when it comes into the stock market. For the last 30 years, it's gained an average of 10%. So we'll use that in our example today. Someone who starts investing just $500 a month at the age of 20 can become a millionaire at the age of 50. However, if that same person waited all the way to their age 30 to start investing, they would have to invest triple the amount at $1,500 just to get to that same million at the age of 50. So the sooner you start, the less heavy lifting you have to do and the less of your own money it takes to get to millionaire status. So even if it's just $50 a month, go ahead and start investing right now. Money habit number 3, paying too much taxes. Taxes are going to be the single biggest expense in your lifetime. So why not do what you can to cut down your tax bill? Now, most of the tax loopholes are for the rich who own assets and businesses, but there are a lot of loopholes available for the average person as well. For example, most people have a 401k available through their employer. Contributing to your 401k is a great way to reduce your taxable income. The HSA is another way to reduce your taxable income. And also, everyone's eligible to open a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. Both of these are investment vehicles that shelter your dividends and your profits from taxes. Money habit number 4 is having disorganized financing, which is just another way of putting your head in the sand. If you have credit cards lying around everywhere, student loans, you don't know what the balance is, and you're not really sure what you're spending every month, then now is a good time to put it all down on a spreadsheet so you can set a goal of how much high interest debt you want to pay off and by when. Then you can work backwards to see how much you need to pay every month to meet your goal. For this spreadsheet, it's a good idea to enter assets and all your liabilities. When I say assets, I'm talking everything that has value to you. Your cars, your homes, your checking accounts, your investment accounts, jewelry. When I say liabilities, I'm referring to mortgages, car loans, credit card debt. On the spreadsheet, you're going to take all your assets and subtract all your liabilities to come up with your net worth. Going forward, you can update your net worth spreadsheet every month. This will give you the motivation to continue to make good money habit choices. The key is to really just build up that courage to see where you stand financially. I know it can be a humbling and sobering moment, as it was for me when I initially did it. But until you know where you are as a starting point, it's impossible to get where you want to be. So give up that habit of staying confused on your finances and build the habit of looking at your numbers regularly. Bad money habit number 5, and probably the one that's had the most impact on my life, is paying yourself last. Here's what I mean by this. As soon as you get paid, you go and pay your rent or your mortgage, your gym membership. You might even go buy yourself something nice. And you're planning to save if there's anything left at the end of the month. The problem is there's never any money left. Sound familiar? People who get ahead financially do the exact opposite. Here's what I mean. They pay themselves first. That means before they start paying bills and swiping their credit card right, left, and giving money to everyone else except for themselves, they put a portion into their own pockets first. Then they pay everyone else on what's left. They prioritize making themselves richer instead of making other people richer. People who are good at saving money understand something called Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law is the principle that demand will always expand to consume all available resources. For example, let's say you have a project and it's due in 2 weeks. You might take all the time and turn it in last minute, and you're probably inefficient with your time. Whereas if you had only 2 days to finish that same project, you'd be super inefficient, super focused, and get it all done at the same time. So work expands to consume all available time. And it's the same way with money. Your spending will consume all available money, whether you have $100 or $100,000. Your expenses will keep climbing and climbing and climbing to consume all the money you have. That's why making more and more money isn't always the answer. Saving money after you paid all your bills a lot of times just won't work because your spending will just eat up all that money the more you make. You got to pay yourself first. You got to treat saving money like a bill. So as soon as you get paid, commit to putting away 10% or whatever percent you can handle and put that towards savings and investments and live off the rest. So if you want to start keeping some of the money you make, then give up bad money number 5 for good. If the idea of saving money or investing it isn't fun for you, just try to reframe how you think about it. It's really not about deprivation or discipline. It's about taking care of future you. It's really about self-care, and self-care is good. It makes you feel good. It makes you roll out of bed with motivation for that day, and just in general makes your life so much better. Now, if you recognize yourself doing some of these bad habits, just be gentle on yourself. Don't beat yourself up too much about it, because most of us don't learn this in school, and a lot of times we don't learn it from our parents either. People who have good money habits usually just learn it the hard way, like I did, by screwing up and just wanting to do better. And I know you want to do better because you're watching this video right now. I'm definitely not perfect by any means. Even though I help you guys out making financial decisions, a lot of the stuff I talked about in this video, I constantly need to be reminded of it. It's all about having the financial literacy and the awareness to notice whether your daily actions bring you closer to your financial goals or further away. It's never too late to replace bad money habits with good money habits and just improve your relationship with money. So if you want to keep the ball rolling, make sure to check out my channel to inspire you and help you build a healthy relationship with money. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And I hope you'll subscribe because I'd love to connect with you again. See you in the next video.